Get it? Yeah, Chris Librizzi. Give it up for Chris.
Sup, players? So, what's the deal with airline food? Stuff's terrible, right? You know what I'm talking about. And men and women, they are different, huh? How's my time? I don't have anything else prepared. I thought that would take longer. I could try some newer stuff if you'll bear with me. Yeah, man. I've been with my wife for 9 years. We're high school sweethearts. It's impressive. You can applaud that, right? Come on, 9 years. She's a sophomore this year. I'm really proud of her. My wife's from Mexico City. Sometimes I have to remind her of things. Honey, you don't have to hop that fence. There is a gate. We have these cute nicknames for each other. I call her my little border bunny. She calls me citizenship. We recently lost a child. We were almost out of the mall with it when the police caught up to us. It's funny, they say you can't choose your children. That's bullshit. We're 9 other kids in that Cinnabon. We had our choice. My wife's not here. I've been trying to get her out of the house for weeks, but, you know, I can't find a good place to dump her body. I've always had bad luck with relationships. I think it's because I'm a selfish lover. I'm the kind of guy who likes to get in, get off, and get out before rigor mortis sets in. My first love left me at the altar. You know, you sacrifice one goat to Azazel and they run screaming. I used to date this girl. It was cool. She lived in a house with a ton of other women, like a sorority house. Well, technically it was a brothel. She was kinky. She wanted a threesome with me and another guy. Now, don't get me wrong, her father seemed nice enough, but... Oh my God. Seeing this girl now, I like her a lot, but she's a little annoying. She'll call me up in the middle of the night, saying things like, Chris, tell me you love me. Tell me I'm pretty. Tell me you want me. I don't know how her husband puts up with her. My friend Bert is a shoplifter. He has tremendous upper body strength. There we go. He's a thinker. He wants me to try hallucinogenic mushrooms. I said, Chris, you'll love them. You'll see colors that don't even exist. I said, fuck that. I don't want the responsibility of naming a new color. Speaking of anal sex, later tonight I have to help a friend hang some blinds. I doubt they'll ever see it coming. When I was 12 years old, I had amnesia, I think. I spent some time in a mental hospital. That place was cray. I did some shock treatment while I was there. I couldn't believe they still utilized such a barbaric practice, or that they allowed me to operate that machine without any credentials. When I was in high school, I always used to hear, Chris, you're crazy. Chris, you're a psycho. Chris, there's just something wrong with you. Thankfully, as I've gotten older, those voices have stopped. Last night, I dropped acid for the first time. That shit burned a hole right through my kitchen floor. I always seem to be losing things. My keys, my wallet, my audience's attention. Is there anybody out there? It's fucking hysterical if you understood Morse code. I'm sick and tired of people always riding my ass. That's why I'm selling my donkey. I once ran an entire race of people right out of my town. No more Samoans at our libraries, am I right? High five, guys. That's right. The other night I had to pick up a hooker. I literally had to pick her up. There was no way she was going to stand on her own after the beating I'd given her. No, I've never paid for sex. 2 nights in a row. The other night I was approached by an African-American transgendered prostitute. Does this ever happen to anyone? She came up to me and said, "You want me to suck your dick?" I said, "No." She said, "You want to suck my dick?" And I was unsure how to answer that. Because an African-American transgender prostitute has all the strength of a black man and all the attitude of a black woman. If they want you to suck their dick, you're gonna. Stop laughing, you're throwing me off. I should say this, I'm not a fan of the blacks. Jack Black, Lewis Black, Will Smith. Has anyone ever heard the conspiracy theory that the CIA invented crack in the 1980s to hold the black man down? Anyone?
Yeah.
It's not true, of course. The CIA invented fat white women to hold the black man down. When she was younger, my mom had an abortion. The doctors still can't figure out how I survived. My mom was a wonderful woman. I use the past tense was, not because she's dead, but she had a sex change. She's a man now. JK, she's dead. My father walked out on me and my mother. Right after he walked in on me and my mother. Other than that, he's a good guy. He always wants to do things with me. Called me up the other night. He said, "Chris, one of these days, you and me together, we're going to finally find your real dad." I'll never forget the way he reacted when I told him I was going to drop out of college to pursue stand-up. He shook his head. So disappointed. Or it was his Parkinson's. Ever since the diagnosis, our relationship's been kind of shaky. My sister's upset with me. I was playing basketball with my nephew and he got hurt. But it was an accident. I mean, how was I supposed to know the kid wouldn't fit through the hoop? Has anyone here ever seen a video of a horse having sex with a Puerto Rican woman? No. That's because horses have standards. But I don't. So Puerto Rican ladies holla. I told that joke one night after the show. A guy came up to me. He said, "My mom's Puerto Rican." Is your dad a horse? I'm Chris Librizzi. You can find me on blackpeoplemeet.com. Thank you very much.
Give it over Chris Librizzi. Librizzi. Hey guys, check this out.